Anyway, coming up next, we have a fantastic comedian. She is relatively new to New Mexico, actually. She has, let's see from my notes here, she came from, she performed all over Australia. Oh, good on you, mate. She was in the 2012 Melbourne International Comedy Festival. Ooh. Let's everybody give a ooh. All right, I want to get a good on. Yeah? Yeah. Mate.
Mate.
Good on? Yeah? Mate. Good on?
Mate.
Okay, big round of applause for Dawn Schary! Woo! Is she here? Oh, there you are.
I'll give you a little Australian trivia, since we're learning languages tonight. When we were singing that "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," root, root, root for the home team, that means a root is actually to have sex with somebody. If you're gonna go for a root, you know? Root, root, root for the home team. It's America for you. So it's no wonder they love it here. Americans, you're so cool. You know, that's probably right. Anyway, speaking of America, NSA, proud to be American right now. I actually, I like the idea that my phone might be wiretapped. I mean, because I'm a little bit of an exhibitionist, obviously, right? So the idea that people are listening to my conversations and perhaps laughing at them is kind of cool. Like, I'm thinking I should just trying out new material over the phone, you know? It's more like talking out to the radio, though. It's kind of like I'm going into the abyss. I don't really know if anybody's laughing, but I'm hoping they are. I like to think that I'm like their coffee break, you know? When nothing's really going on, they'll just like check out my phone and see what's happening. Dawn's pretty funny. So that's what I'm hoping for. I don't know. I mean, it might have already happened, you know? And actually, if it has, I dated this guy who then went to the NSA, and the last I ever saw of him, or last we ever spoke, he said, "They know more about everybody than you could possibly imagine." And I never heard from him again. And then I changed my phone and I moved out of the country, and the guy was like pretty cool, if you know what I'm saying. And so I'm thinking I'm just gonna be like, hey, if anybody from the NSA is listening, there's this guy, Les, I can't remember his last name, but he came from San Antonio, he was really hot. And anyway, if you could just have him call me, because you know my number and my email and my Facebook and my MySpace and like the porn that my friends look at on my computer, then just tell him to call me, okay? Thanks. So I think I might be getting together with Les at some point. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah. Making something, hopefully not babies, but yeah, speaking of babies, you know, kids crying. You know, when you go to the restaurant or you're at the restaurant, what am I talking about? Santa Fe. There's like 5,000 restaurants and 1,000 people, you know? Anyway, so you're going to a restaurant and you hear the kid crying, or you're at Walmart and the kid's crying. It's probably more realistic. And the airplane, the kids are crying, and you're just like, oh, God. Not me, no. I smile. Like, I really smile, and I'm like, why am I smiling? It's not mine. This is not my kid. I don't have to deal with this kid at all. Just put my headphones in and check out. Right? So think about that next time. We made the right decisions. We don't have that kid. Sure, we feel sorry for the parent, but let's, glass is half full, right? So I believe in the power of positive thinking. I carry magnums in my purse. But my mother told me, expect the best but prepare for the worst, so I also have some random clinic condoms. I try not to use those, but push comes to shove, Beggars can't be choosers in New Mexico, it's just what I'm saying. Anyway. But, no, I think my biological clock's kind of ticking. Not necessarily to have kids, but definitely to have puppies. Every time I see a puppy, I'm like, oh, I think I could do it, He's just so cute. You don't want to put it down, you know? So I think I'm ready to have a litter of puppies. I mean, like, I want to have a litter of puppies. Right? Because it's like the miracle of childbirth and everything, but like, puppy birth. It won't be as long, it won't get as big. It'll be super cute if I have like 6 or 8 little cuties. Then you just like wait a few weeks, see which one's the cutest and the smartest and that like responds to me the most, and then just put the rest on Craigslist. Right? Nobody's gonna judge me for that, but if I go and like get, 6 tuplets and then try to put them on Craigslist, somebody's gonna freak out. I'm gonna wind up on 2020. All right? So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the puppies. And I this one comic told me, he's like, if you have a pet and things go good with it, you don't like kill it or anything, you're ready to have a kid. And I was like, oh, really? Because I had my cat for like about 3 years total, and my parents in San Diego are taking such good care of him. I mean, such a fabulous job. And he gets to be with his grandparents all day long, and like, so they get to see their grandkids, so it totally works out. And I'm doing a great job as a mom. I mean, I have tons of pictures on my phone. And like, whenever I come, he's like, "Meow," and like runs over and like says, so I'm like a great mom, He's like so responsive when I come and visit. And let's see, when was I last there? I don't know, but my mom sends me pictures and like, oh, can you hear him meowing over the phone? So I'm like really good mom. And I think I'm ready to have a kid now. Just because my parents are just so good at raising my other one, so I just, should be easy. Sure, most of you guys are in the same boat, right? Because like, you ever walk into a bar and somebody's like, oh, like, hey mom, hey dad, and you're like, I thought you guys were like the same age. This is creepy. I find that happens here sometimes. I might be able to check those boxes off my list, right? The father, son. Oh, I did that actually. Forgot about that. I didn't actually do the dad though, so that doesn't count. We only got the third. But I can't believe I just remembered that now. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to change my set. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys guessed, but I'm Christian. I'm like really progressive though, I go to like one of those really progressive churches, kind of, not really, but anyway. But I was raised Christian, and it seems nowadays that sort of the new Christianity is like environmentalism, where you don't really want to get up early on Sundays, you don't want to blow your priest, so you buy a Prius, right? You buy reusable bags at Smith's, you forget to reuse them. But then you still get to judge people that don't even do that, right? So it's perfect. So I think that's like my new religion. And so now I'm looking for a guy who likes puppies and shares my thoughts. So I know it's a little bit cart before the horse, but I wrote my green vows, my wedding vows, and I want to practice them. But I'm like not gonna just do it with a microphone that looks stupid. So I need somebody, anybody. It's 21st century, whoever comes up here, that's who I'm marrying, because we can do it. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I know I said beggars can't be choosers, but I at least need somebody to come to the audience, come to the stage. That's who I'm gonna marry. You don't have to come on stage, just come to the stage. I'm not that good. Who's going? Come on up. Yay! No, you have to get up on stage.
That's one man.
Oh, really? Awesome, okay. Oh. Okay, let's just hold hands, okay. I, Dawn, take thee, Grandpa, to be my lawfully wedded, environmentally conscious husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, through juice fasts and colonics. I vow to do our best to reduce our carbon footprint, to help each other recycle, reduce, and reuse. Even when they don't recycle glass, remember, baby? And if it's yellow, let it mellow. But if it's brown, flush it down. Or least like compost it or something. It's just gross. I love you. I vow that the only meat I will ever eat will be your grass-fed beef sausage. And the only meat I will ever let you eat will be my wild-caught pink salmon. I vow to run our sustainable home only on solar power and our own electricity. But above all else, I vow to love you just as I love our earth, with the same tenderness and intensity. Every day and every night. With the universe as our witness, I vow to leave no trace from this day forward as long as we both shall live. Say I do, honey.